Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn and Leo connection reading. This can be a friend, family member, partnership. Could be sun, moon, rising, or qualities of. So I'm going to use my romance angel cards to pick some to go down the middle, which is in between the two of you. And then I have my Wonderland deck for Leo, and I have my Gilded Tarot Royale for Capricorn. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. Also, take what resonates, leave what does not, okay? Just leave it on the table. I have my beautiful Rose Forever Roses if you are interested in a very unique and special gifts. There is a unboxing video and a $25 coupon, Jill 25, $25 off coupon down below. Okay, so we have forgiving and learning. We have make the effort, definitely. And then we have let go of control issues. Okay, so I feel like the two of you are kind of at odds here with these energies coming out, forgiving and learning. I kind of feel like Leo and Capricorn together, I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising. I feel like Leo and Capricorn together, I feel, are very strong personalities and that they can definitely butt heads. I feel that could be the situation that came in between the two of you, is that something happened. And I almost feel like the forgiving and learning, I almost feel like goes for both of you, just because I feel, I just feel like this butting of heads and being stubborn, and you have to make sure that that situation isn't something that you have to make the effort, right? In any type of relationship that you're going to have these challenges, and you have to make the effort to move past the problem, right? That's why I feel like this letting go of control issues, as I feel like you're could be just one person is trying to control a situation and wants to feel that they are right, or it's only through their point of view. And I know, me being a Capricorn sun and rising, I can definitely be stubborn, right? It takes me some time, and I hate admitting that I'm wrong, but definitely I've been wrong lots of times. But it's something that, having to swallow your pride, and then especially with Leo too, that's not an easy thing to do. But I feel like you have to make the effort if it's a relationship that you feel is important to you and you want to work through this challenge. And I almost feel like if you're both struggling with this, like you're both learning from it, and it's almost like sitting, I just kind of had this picture of the both of you sitting down and laughing and saying, oh my gosh, like how did we even let it get out of control? Or that we are both doing the same thing to the other person, right? And just kind of laughing it off and saying, okay, we have to make more of an effort to be more aware that we need to be more open to the other person's point of view. All right, so we have the Fool, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Devil. Look at that, all these three major cards right here for Leo. We have the Ten of Wands, we have the Star, another major card, and then we have the Death card, another card. So we have Taurus, we have Capricorn card, we have Aquarius, and we have Scorpio here for Leo. So there could be a lot of people around Leo. We have the Moon. Look at this, another card and another person, Pisces. Wow, this is a strong message here for Leo with all of these major cards coming out here. All right, so let's see what's going on here with Capricorn and Leo. We have King of Pentacles. We have Four of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Star. Okay, so you both have the Star. I like that because that's hope, right? Giving yourself hope. We have Five of Swords, okay, and Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles to me kind of represents taking a closer look and kind of finding different ways to handle situations. And definitely, I feel like maybe the two of you have been at this point before and you've butted heads. I feel that Capricorn is definitely hurt by the situation because of the Three of Swords. But I love the fact that the both of you have the Star card, and I feel like that's giving yourself hope, giving this relationship hope, directions. And I feel like Capricorn with the Four of Wands, I feel this is positive energy. Again, my brain is going quicker than my mouth. Partnership. We have the King of Pentacles, somebody who is patient, somebody who is dedicated, somebody who is driven, somebody who doesn't give up, somebody who finds answers and solutions to problems. And with the Knight of Pentacles, which is that positive energy, it's kind of heading right towards Leo. I feel that Capricorn wants to make this relationship work. I do feel that Capricorn is definitely hurt by a situation that has happened between the two of you. I kind of feel like with Leo, like this is kind of a big lesson for you with all of these major cards here. And we have the Devil card, which I like because to me, that represents Capricorn, that Capricorn is on your mind. And I feel that you're unclear about a situation. I almost feel like for Leo, you have a lot of emotions going on. And I feel like I feel that you have strong emotions for Capricorn, but I feel like it's almost like you don't even know how to handle those. And I feel that maybe all of these emotions that you're having is making you feel weak or feeling at a loss. And sometimes when we feel that way, like especially with Leo, that if you're feeling okay, then you attack, right? Like not that you attack people. I'm trying to, if like you'll fight, like if you feel that the pressure against you, then you go on the defense. And it's almost like it's not that Capricorn is trying to make you go on defense, that maybe Capricorn has made you see things or feel things that you haven't felt before. And it's making you feel uncomfortable. So you're not sure how to handle it. And so you're handling it in a negative way. I think that's what I was trying to say. That's kind of what I'm feeling, is that I feel like Leo just doesn't know how to handle the situation. And I feel like you may be trying to focus your energies on other people because there's so many other people over here. I feel like maybe you're trying to focus your energies on other people so that you don't have to deal with this situation with Capricorn. But yet I do feel there's a connection between the two of you, especially with the Capricorn card. I don't feel that the two of you are, I do feel that there is a connection between the two of you, but I definitely feel like, I just feel like Leo doesn't know how to handle it. It's almost feel like Leo feels like you want to run, you want to go in a hole, like you just want to not face things, or you want to preoccupy yourself with other people or other things to do. And it's like you're not really facing what's going on. You're not really making the effort or facing the situation with Capricorn. Because maybe you don't know how to, right? Maybe you haven't felt this way before. You're not really sure how to, or you don't want to put yourself in that vulnerable situation. And maybe for Capricorn, it's about helping Leo to feel more comfortable and to feel safe, in order to give Leo that safe space for Leo to let the walls down. That's kind of what, and I feel like let go of control issues is for Leo, because maybe Leo feels like, well, whether it's negative or positive, I feel more in control if it's negative, or I feel that, right, that I feel like Leo is having trouble letting go of control. But I feel that there's a connection between the two of you, and I just feel like it's a strong connection, and it's just like not really knowing how to handle those things. And sometimes, you know, you lash out negatively because you're not really sure what to do. So I feel that it's kind of, I definitely feel that communication is extremely important between the two of you. And I feel that it's almost like, first you have to decide, is this a relationship that you want to work on? Is this a relationship that you want to move forward with? I'm getting the energy that you do. And I feel like it's the two of you having a conversation in in a place where, in a neutral place, and to have those conversations and to say what your feelings are, or for Leo to say, you know what, I've never felt like this before. I'm not really sure. I feel that, I'm not really sure how to, just having that conversation and saying something is better than not saying anything at all. Because when you don't say anything at all, then the other person assumes things about how you're feeling because they don't know how to deal with the situation, right? Well, I'm assuming that that person is just being this way or that way, or doesn't this or does this, right? And clear up that assumption and have that clarity of speaking those words. And maybe it's just writing those words down on a piece of paper and handing it to the other person and letting the person read that. I've definitely done that before, because sometimes I know what I wanted to say. Like, I've taken like a week or a few days to a week and I've written things down, and then I give the person the piece of paper so that way they can read through it. So I feel like I've gotten out everything that I wanted to say. And then you start the conversation from there. And maybe it's just like you both say, okay, write down on a piece of paper everything that you want to tell the other person, and then you switch papers, right? It doesn't matter what you do. There is no right or wrong, as long as you have some sort of communication. And I would say paper would be better than a text message. I mean, that's just me personally, but obviously if that works for you, then that works for you. But I just kind of feel like having that piece of paper and those words that you've written down, and I feel like that's another level of showing that person that you've gone out of your way to do something for that other person because you want to work on the relationship. But this is something that the both of you have to decide. And then there's things that, that you have to, it's not the blame game. It's not trying to put the other person on defense for things that they did or did not do. And I also feel that it's about being open to what the other person has to say, and whatever it is that they're feeling, and that you accept that that's their truth, that you don't say, well, you shouldn't have felt that way because this or that or this or that, and to not validate the way that they feel. If they felt the way they felt, then that's what you have to accept, because you would want that person to give you that same courtesy, that if you felt hurt by something, but that person said, well, you shouldn't have felt that way, or that's not what I meant, but to say that, well, that was my truth and that's what I had felt, and you want that person to understand that. And I feel like you have to go in and you have to be ready for that mindset that that person, right, might say something that might make you feel bad because they took it the wrong way, or something that you did and it made them feel a certain way, and that, you can't lash out to say, well, you shouldn't have, felt that way. It's just being in an open mind to be able to receive and listen and hear and work through and have that forgiving and learning between the two of you. I feel like when the two of you are on the same page, that I feel that it's a very strong relationship. And I feel that it's a very good relationship. But I feel that when the two of you are at odds, that it can create a lot of friction. All right, so let's pick this card. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives, right? That, again, letting go of control issues, so that there's closeness between the two of you, but it's not in a smothering way, right? Because sometimes people need their space. I know definitely for Capricorn, I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising. I definitely need my space to recharge. I don't like feeling crowded, and because that gives me anxiety. All right, so those are my heart-shaped romance cards. And then let's get a Whispers of Love for Leo and Capricorn. We have demonstrate love. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. Definitely. And again, having those conversations, not only to say like, well, you made me feel this or you made me feel that, it's not about talking about the negative, but also, okay, what are those things that are important to you that I can do to help you in the relationship? That's like I was saying, is that for Leo to open up, Capricorn needs to give Leo that safe space to open up and feel that it's a safe place for them to say whatever it is that they want to say and not hold back. So that may be like demonstrating love, that you care for that person. And you're like, okay, I'm going to give you a safe space to talk. And I felt like this one too. And again, the opposite way too, right? Leo giving Capricorn a safe space to talk and express feelings. We have spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. That's perfect. That is exactly what I was saying really throughout this whole reading, is that spend that quality time together. That's why I said in a neutral area. So not in a place where, you know, you have a lot of stuff going on, or you feel there's a lot of, you know, one person has more control over the other. If you go into a neutral ground, you know, having a picnic someplace, or even just driving in the car definitely helps. But I feel like with this conversation, I would say probably find a space to park and have that conversation. Or going to the beach, or going to the lake, or, you know, wherever it is that you feel that you can have that quiet time where the two of you can have a really good conversation, to listen to the other person and to talk to the other person, right? Listen and talk to each other. So again, I feel like that is another confirmation that you need that time. As I said, at least some communication is better than no communication. And I feel like that's what's important between the two of you. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.